Hello, everyone, and welcome to ZSR Main. Today we've got another match of the Zelda 3 Randomizer Standard Tournament 2023 here. Um, we've got ourselves quarterfinals. This is game 2 between Picklesandbeer versus Tyvarius. I'm Star. Murray will be joining us shortly once he gets some water, and I believe one of our runners is stopping his face real quick. I hope everyone in chat's doing well here. We're going to be going a little bit. Yeah. This is quarterfinals here, so game 2. Pickles took game 1. Tyvarius is hoping to take a win here to force a game 3, of which, if needed, will be right after this. See how chats there is discussing what Dragon Warrior Rando and Zelda 2 Rando and the differences between them and their vanilla games. Hey, here's Mirage. How are you doing?
I've been here the whole time. I was just hanging out. Thanks for the introduction, Star. Hope you're doing well. Hope our runners are doing well. Hope everyone in the audience is doing well. Hello, everyone.
Hello. Yeah, just introed here, waiting on Pickles to finish stuffing his face, I think, and then we'll be going in a minute or two.
Oh, we had plenty of time. Perfect. Ty looks like he's taking a phone call. It's an important phone call, I imagine. Or, sorry, a text. That's not a phone call. That is, in fact, a text.
I was going to say, I don't think he's talking into his phone at the moment. No, chat can't see it, but we can see Ty's face cam.
Yeah, so I'm sure you introduced all this already. The game 2 here of the 3-game series. Pickles taking game 1, but I think what that came down to was simply an upstab block in Great Palace, and Ty had gambled on upstab. I may be completely misremembering game 1, but I think that is what cost him. I think he was in the GP first, and who knows how it would have played out after that. I don't remember what the route was post that block, but yeah, we'll see if Ty makes the gamble on upstep again, see if it even becomes relevant or anything like that. But yeah, possibly a game 3 tonight as well if Ty takes this win and pushes this to a game 3.
Yeah, we'll see.
So I'm excited. We just filled out all the quarterfinals brackets up to this point, other than this race. So again, whoever goes on after this, I will spoil it, technically speaking, because now all of that is over. But if you don't know who the opponent of these next runners is, earmuffs for about a minute or so. It is going to be Chromaticalism, who has moved forward out of the Level Engine and Chromaticalism series. We just finished that one on the bootleg restream, but that did happen last night. It was scheduled at the last minute, did not get a restream. So we bootlegged it over on my channel, and we moved over here immediately. So whoever wins this one is going to be going up against Chroma in the next round. So work cut out for them here moving forward, whoever moves forward.
Yeah, for sure. Chroma is a very, very difficult opponent.
Absolutely.
It's been a little bit since the last saw Chroma. He did have to take a little bit of a break from Rando for a little while, but we're glad to have him back. And we'll see. Well, this is no easy matchup either for either of our runners. Okay, apparently race time's having a bit of a struggle. Unless Pickles is being briefly quit for a second. Race time just hasn't figured it out, I guess. But we'll be going shortly.
Yeah, I will say Pickles is a prominent FFR runner, and another little spoiler for anyone who may be catching up on any of those races. Whatever tournament I think happened this summer, I think he took the championship there as well. So very good FFR runner. Has always dabbled in Z2R for years, many years at this point, and it has never really been like a powerhouse runner, but I think he's doing very, very well in this tournament here this year. So yeah, it's always fun to watch him play. But Ty as well. Ty showed up last year, little over a year ago. I think last year's standard tournament it was his first tournament for Z2R, and he's been, of course, grinding out Z2R here and there where available, and so he is, of course, looking good as well. So both of these runners are in their spots here in the semifinals, and again, one of them looking to move to the quarterfinals after tonight.
Yep. Okay, sorry. Pickles is OBS or something is being weird as a Twitch. We're trying to figure it out. Thanks for that. As I realized, we haven't switched to the racing yet. There we go. Brain's into too many different places. Where is the rules deck for the? Where's the challenge for this tournament at again?
If you can't find it right off the bat, it is z2r.challenge.com/Z2R23.
Found it. For some reason, the bracket command is busted. There we go. Posted in chat. Those who want to see it.
Yeah, and I always point this out that if anyone's watching this in the future and you haven't watched all the previous races, there's of course a bunch of spoilers in there for we're already here in the semifinal or the quarterfinal. Sorry, I had that. Did I have that backwards? I had that backwards. I said earlier. It's the quarterfinals now. We're moving into the semifinals after tonight. So yeah, sorry, I think I had that backwards a moment ago.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so it looks like Pickles has returned here.
Yep.
Pickles and streaming issues. He's going to change his name after tonight.
Yeah. Apparently, it's some combination of his laptop and his internet is just on the struggle bus today. Apparently, hopefully it stabilizes a bit, but I will at least disable the sync just to be sure. And we are on Ty's audio, so that's good for that. No, Ellen, the pub time. Well, pub time is not on CSR2. The commands should still be here. I think we've got to the point where we can get going here for Pickles. Hopefully, it won't be too bad. Let's see how this goes. Anything you want to see out of this map, Random Ryan?
You ask me this question every time, and it's a valid question, and it's a very hard question to answer. So, I don't know. I'm gonna see. We just saw. We've seen a lot of vanilla likes. I want to see a river canyon. No, we don't see enough river canyons because of the bug on the eastern biome that doesn't produce river canyons currently. So I like river canyons without the boots for a little while. I think I'd like to see that on the west. And again, maybe some islands east without boots. I want to see some walking, but not on water. That's what I want to see today. We'll see if we get that though.
Channel wants a double mount in this biome. That would be interesting. We'll see. Just link sprites for our runners today. And that's islands.
Outstanding. I think
Vito right next to start has shield in it. Great. Neither runner is going to bother with that medicine hint.
Yeah, at least not right now.
Yeah, they can get that hint whenever they want. Maybe they'll pick it up when getting downstab if they don't just find medicine someplace. Not something they really care much about right now. Got an enormous jump straight north of start. And a palace to the northwest.
Okay, I did a little refresh, and now I see Pickles, so...
Yep, both runners heading across this bridge to the northwest of start. Got ourselves a palace here, and then we'll probably head further west. It looks like we might be kind of in the northeast part of the map. Let's see, P306 here is a light gray today.
Yeah,
there's another palace just to the west of that.
I don't know if we saw the very bottom side of where we started, the bottom side of that island. I don't know if we had another way off or if this was all we had access to.
I did not see the southern side, as we see a magic jar on Stonehenge. The other of P306 right next door to the first one. Okay, there's 2 of our 3 western palaces located. This one being rather purple. And got a cave here too, which we'll take a look at in a sec for Ty. Pickle's just behind.
I got a bridge over here. If we're in the northeast corner, then this bridge is going to be an actual bridge to another island. If we're closer to the west, then this could actually... Oh, that's going to be a bridge to an island. Oh, maybe... Okay, it is. It is. Could have been a maze bridge, but no, we're a little too far away from the edge of the map.
Yeah, trophy cave here. I think I saw the edge of what looked like it might have been a town on that island to the northwest here for Ty, but we can't get there from this cave. This island with the Stonehenge and the purple 306 is pretty big. Saria's north. Okay, so Saria's northern end is up here. Eniki's a good find. That's the front end of Saria. Go west to find the magic key. Yes, thank you. Pickle's getting the hint as Ty gets the item. Funny visual glitch there for Ty.
He just has to blow in his cartridge. Clean it out.
Pickles are not bother reading the sign here, and sorry, just gonna pick up whatever spell this is.
Yeah, so that magic key, I don't know how soon it'll be until we, I mean, at least Pickles got that information as well. So it's kind of nice that Ty just stumbled upon it, but Pickles not going to walk away from the West necessarily without that. So that's always good to have between our runners.
Thunder and Saria, which costs 119 at Magic 1, unsurprisingly. Pair of pass-through caves on this island for Ty. Cannot go further west from here. There's a boulder-blocked cave, and said boulder also blocks the way to 2 separate bridges. We're going nowhere off that today, right now. Pickle's checking the northern end of this island. I don't think Ty did. There is a cave up here I don't think we've seen. Ty working his way back towards where somewhere closer to start here, I believe. One of the challenges with an island's biome is it's hard to keep track of where you are relative to the rest of the map. We at least started kind of in, I think, the northeast corner by all appearances, but can be a little tricky sometimes.
And there's going to be our third palace, whatever it is.
P4.
All right, so 3, 4, 6 on the west.
Yeah. Kind of looks like that is south of Stardish, but you have to go the long way around because you can't get there from the northern side.
Interesting. So if Pickles has no other further progression here, then it looks like we might be forced into our palaces here with that magic key.
Yeah, I was going to say we might be, as that cave up there, I guess, was nothing. I didn't actually get to look at it for Pickles. But unless Bago's Woods might be an option to get to the other side of Saria if we can find it wherever that is, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
Because the other side of Saria is on the northern side of the island, and that looked like it's more or less boots blocked. Okay, yeah, and P4 is straight south of Start, except for you can't get there from Start without boots. There is an item cave straight south of Start on the bridge side of that island, though.
I think we're doing reverse fairy cave on Pickles' side.
Yeah, 500-point P-Bag is not what Ty wanted to find. It's nice for experience, but he's one short of a level. But not progression. It's not his boots.
Yeah, and I'm happy to see that it's not the boots. I'm sure runners would like to just have free reign of the islands west here, but kind of ruins it from the audience perspective.
Yeah, I mean, it's looking like we're getting absolutely nowhere on this west without boots or Bagu's Wood, so they will turn up, apparently. Or, okay, going to Reverse Fairy Cave, I think this is a new area, question mark? Northwest corner for Pickles and Pillar P-Bag Cave.
Yeah, this is all new up here. We've got Rudo, right? Have we seen Raru?
We have not seen Raru.
Okay, so it could be either one.
Yeah, I guess Saria's a little further south. Ty's gonna just jump straight into this gray P3 or 6. We're pretty close to start. Why not, I suppose? He's seen enough of this map. He knows he wants the boots, and this is... I mean, it's here. You might as well take a look.
Yeah, it's quite possible that the boots, or whatever required progression is, just sitting in a palace today.
Yeah. Second magic jar there in Pillar P-Bag Key for Pickles. As we confirm, this gray palace is P6, which means that the purple palace to the west is P3.
Yeah, this jump is pretty rough here for Ty. There's always generators in this room, and unfortunately today it's tin suits, so if you don't get up there really quickly, they're just going to come bop you back down. But he does get it.
Rauru found for Pickles here in the northwest, on the northwesternmost island, it looks like.
Yeah, if this is Jumper Fairy, I would imagine we're going to go see a downstep pickup very soon.
That would be nice to find, yes.
Oh, Ty finding a dead end here, unfortunately. He's going to have to go left. He's going to have to walk it back, but I don't know. Maybe it's worth trying to look for a P-Bag back. I know he's going to up an A and he's out. Okay.
No, deciding it's not yet a great idea. Reflect and Rauru, I guess they might be able to be P4 and get the item out of it, assuming the place isn't glove or fairy blocked. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Potential to clear the entire west before leaving it always is a nice feeling.
By seeing the backside of Fairy Cave there, is gonna double check this first.
What are we missing? Medicine Cave. Is there another cave we're missing? I think Heart.
Find the flute. I'm not sure on which specific caves. We're missing 2.
Yeah, I think it's Medicine and Heart Container Cave.
I did see a boulder block cave, but with the islands biome being an islands biome, I don't know if that is a pass-through or an item on it, or a continental connector could be. There's Rudo on the other side of Saria, which has fairy in it. Well, great. That's helpful. Bagu, you can get to the other side of Saria by taking the backside of Fairy Cave, so Bagu not required, but Fairy might be nice for palaces. We're gonna certainly get the look at where the trophy is. Bagu in Southwoods. Yeah. Go west to find the trophy. Okay, so that might be accessible, but that's not a guarantee with this being an islands map.
There are 2 caves just south of Rudo here. One of them looks boots locked. The other one doesn't. I have to get a better look at that in a moment here. Oh, there's a bridge down there though, so you might be able to get to it.
The bridge is is stuck next to a boulder block. Is next to a rock, Mirai. We saw it earlier from the other side. It's it's the other side of the bridge is on like is on an island with like a rock formation that has a boulder blocking a cave in exactly the right blocking the end of the bridge. You cannot get to it without a hammer.
I see.
We might get another look at it from Tyvarius here. It's easier to see than it is to explain. There.
Got it. Yeah, that's interesting. So
there
hammer.
You conveniently place rock as Pickle's looking for Bagu, it looks like. Unfortunately, we know he's in Southwoods, and that's not Southwoods, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know if he's looking for Bagu. He's already gotten Thunder out of
just
Saria.
Getting experience, true. In any case, heading back north and Pickles has to head. Gonna check this cave, which grinding for experience. I was gonna say, Pickles is actually going to have to up A out of this part of the map, because he can't get back across Fairy Cave or back across Saria. So he's going to take this life 4 and up A, as he is actually incapable of walking out of there.
Yeah, my bad. I didn't know if you said Pickles or Ty was looking for Bagu, but yeah, if you said Ty, my mistake. You were right. Ty is looking for Bagu.
Ty hasn't realized he can go through the backside of Fairy Cave. I was talking about Pickles, but I realized now he is getting experience, which makes sense. Ty is... Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
I was going to say that the hammer is looking like it's going to be in a palace at this point, then, if we're going to need... Well, at that point, like, what do we see? We haven't even seen another continent connector, so maybe hammer and boots in a palace or something like that, maybe? Or maybe just boots will get us around the hammer blocked pass-through cave, it looks like there. Or is it a pass-through cave? I don't know.
I don't know, because we did see 2 caves south of Rudo in the backside of Saria there on the western side, which are boots locked, it looks like. But because this is an islands biome, I can't. It's really hard to keep track of if caves pair up on an islands map, and I can't tell about the boulder blocked cave, honestly, if that's an item or a passer.
Well, we're in Heart Container Cave for Ty. I don't know if Pickles has seen this. According to his tracker, he hasn't, so this is a first for both of us, I think. Well.
That's a raft, which we can't physically use right now.
Too bad we can't use the raft to paddle around the water in our islands biome. Elendar, make it so. I'm sure he's getting right on that right now. Yeah, so raft to somewhere. Oh boy.
No, that's a bridge to, what was that, DM in the southwest, it looked like?
Yeah, I just meant in general raft to somewhere. We have no idea yet, but that bridge was, very, very exciting bridge find there. I don't know, Pickles must have just walked a different way down here, whereas Ty's walking a different way than Pickles did originally. I
think Pickles needs to keep heading south, and then because there's the other side of this cave, which is our final item cave. This should be the trophy. I think Pickles needs to head south, and then last question mark off this island. Or maybe not. Island maps are hard.
Tied on to his final life, though. Hopefully he can make it through here. He doesn't know the trophies in here. He might be expecting boots. Well, he's seen the bridge, so boots not necessarily an expectation right now.
Yeah, Pickles has finally found his way over to P4 is where he's at. He's also going to pick up whatever this item was. I don't remember.
This was
this was the innate. Oh, this is the raft. Okay.
Yeah, he's missing Trophy Cave, which is the magic key, and Ty takes a game over in Medicine Cave. That's a kind of a hike back there.
It is.
And I think you kind of have to go back there. We know it's the trophy, and it is going to be useful for Fairy Spell, but like, for all he knows is that it's the boots, right? Yeah, exactly. If it's the boots, that's hugely beneficial to him. So you have to go back there, but without leaving this biome just yet.
I'm confused if Pickles left that item cave behind.
Yeah, not sure.
Ty's back in P6 on the other side. That's concerning. And yeah, I didn't get a great look. Ty wasn't Ty took the bridge back to the west almost immediately, so I didn't quite catch what. Any idea what continent that was?
I think it was Death Mountain.
That's what my first thought was too. It might be our only way off the west, but it's possible that one of our couple of outstanding caves is a continental connector, given we have seen all our items, and we have a couple caves outstanding in various places. There also just might be a small island hiding in the middle of nowhere as we get right after Pickles, and that's Barba for Ty.
Yeah, we'll see if we stick around for the item here.
From his perspective, I might, given this island's west being what it is right now.
It's also P6 though, so there's also a reason not to dig further into it. Seeing
that is
Barba
true.
Was pretty early.
Yeah, Barba is pretty early, and this is right next to Star, so I might go take a look in P3, which is pretty close by.
Yeah, it's definitely a coin flip here, and it's a tough question. It's a tough choice to make as a runner at this stage.
Yep. Pickles is heading is in the southwest corner now. Gonna check this cave that Ty came over in earlier, and he's actually just north of the bridge tile.
Yeah, so that indicates to me that other cave that we saw that was behind the path that has a boulder on it, although not strictly boulder blocked per se. I mean, it's technically boulder blocked, but obviously the boulder's not placed there to block the path. It's there to block the cave that's there as well. But that cave looks like it's going to be a continent connector at this stage, seeing as we've seen all the item caves, and that cave is sitting there and it's just facing west, and there's nothing over there in the west for it to connect to. We've already seen the other three pass-throughs as well, if I'm not mistaken.
You've been keeping track of pass-throughs better than I have, so I'll take your word for it.
Looks like
this should be
fire.
Trophy for... Oh, yeah, it looks like it. It does look like, yeah, this is gonna be Trophy for Pickles, which will get him Fairy.
Yeah, Ty is sticking around in the 6 here. He's got this down and right from Barba's elevator. He also had a left off of that elevator as well. It was a 4-way junction. Barba was at the top of it. Yeah, so it's interesting. Trophy Cave really kind of was right there, just south of Saria. And Ty just stumbled upon it to get that magic key, whereas Pickles has not yet done that. So we'll see what he thinks about like trying to find Trophy Cave, because he might just go back to Ruta right now, turn it in for Fairy, because both of those are technically, Palace progression. And so Pickles may just be thinking, I need the Fairy spell to get into Palaces, and we'll find Trophy Cave later or something like that, right? That could be the way that he's going to approach this.
Yeah, I mean, Pickles is first going to find a bridge in pretty short order. It's straight south of here, basically. Yeah. Yep. So we'll see what he does, since he has seen most of the west except for Trophy Cave, and he's now found the end.
Yeah, on top of that, with the Fairy spell, obviously we're going to be able to get downstab. So if he starts jumping into Palaces after that, we always compare this. One runner has downstab, the other one doesn't, and then all of a sudden it's like someone's potentially bleeding time versus their opponent when they don't have downstab. So, we'll see if that comes into play and how soon Pickles jumps into a Palace. He's got to get Fairy first, and here he is in Death Mountain looking around. So who knows how fast this is all going to occur on his side. Yeah,
very, very free spec rock here, as well as a lot of accessible caves, which all look to be pass-throughs right now.
I'm betting we're going to see a raft on here somewhere.
Raft would be a possible, although we're on the eastern coast here in what I think is a vanilla-like map, so...
Yeah, all the yellow road is a dead giveaway that we're in a vanilla-like here.
But yeah, okay, Raft is on the northern coast. You can't have both a raft and bridge on the same coast, but that is technically the northern coast. Lol game. Because that points north, technically, buddy.
I love it. These are the little
but
things.
That's why I was a little wary about Raft being on this map, because it couldn't be on the eastern coast, but I guess it kind of is. Game's stupid.
Yeah, Ty getting trolled pretty bad in that P6 room there. It's the one with the drippers on the crumble bridge. You really can't do anything about it if it drips blue. It's questionable design. I'll say if the creator is in the chat, he may or may not be. That's all I'll say about that. Aaron. Yeah, so that was unfortunate. Now he's going to come back this way. I don't know. Ty's going to stick around in the 6. It's another gamble to make that says that you say to yourself, well, do I think my opponent's going to gamble that we could get something out of 6, or are they going to leave? Because you might be able to make the play. Like, let's say Glove is here. Let's say Glove is in 6. That's huge, right? But if there's nothing here, then Pickles is already, ahead to see the Eastern continent right now. Yeah,
because he's just found Nukasudo. Life is in there. You can get the item with 6 stars.
Yeah, no spell right now. I don't know if we wanted that.
Container. I mean, you'll take it.
Do we know Flute is in East? Is that Flute? Do we get a hint for that?
Flute is in the East, okay. Yes. We got a hint for that somewhere. Ty's the one who got it, though, I think. Okay. Well, neither of them have it marked on their personal tracker, so I'm not actually sure who got it. I just know we did get a hint for it. Jump into Buru.
Yeah, so from Pickles' side, like, he doesn't know... Well, no, he does. He knows Magic Key is West. He's got that hint. Magic Key West and Fairy's in the West, so anything he's doing over here right now, technically not the best plays, right? Because progression into Palaces is going to be in the West, unless he stumbles upon the Glove over here. There's a lot more to be done. He's hoping in the West for Boot,
probably.
You're right. That could be a thing as well, yeah.
And he's probably a little tired of walking over the really slow way. Ty on the other side game over to get in P6 and decided, you know what, okay, game, I guess I'll go do something else. It's not P6. He's off to P3. And making some gestures at the camera.
Yeah.
Doesn't look particularly happy.
That's that lack of downstab, though, right? Not getting the trophy just by accident out of Medicine Cave for him. And
unfortunately, just game over because it's just so far from, like... Because P4 is because the trophies at the Medicine Cave that trophies in is just so far from start. Ty just didn't have much health or lives left by the time he got there, and well, that was the result. Is that what biome is this? Even on the east, does it get another heart container?
It's gonna be a volcano, north-south volcano.
Yeah, that
or
looks
vertical
like
volcano, if you will.
Oh, hi, Rebo for Ty. I mean, I guess he'll have 2 gems placed 21 minutes in, but bit behind on some overworld progression is the bigger issue.
So 300 for these orange Lozolfos right here. Pickle's gonna reset him with the town right next door. He's gonna be doing a little bit of grinding here.
Yep. It's 300, not bad.
I'm watching the Rebo fight intently here. Oh, 2 hearts for a beam there. I don't think we can take a second beam. If there's just a little less than 2 hearts, he can take 3 hits, but oh boy. Stressful.
Yeah, yeah, that is at least 2 hearts. Ouch. Attack 4 for Pickles. Ty does not look happy with himself over that one.
Yeah, and this is where while Palaces obviously have to get done, Ty is not doing anything out of logic. He's not doing anything incorrect right now. But if we're going to do Palaces at this stage, right, we're at the stage of the tournament as well where any time spent on these fights, if he can't actually get this gem placed here, right, that's going to be some time spent and wasted because Pickles is now getting attack 4. He's going to have the fairy spell. He knows where to turn it in. He's going to have down stab soon enough. He's got jump and all these things, right? He's getting these resources. Again, he doesn't have a way into Palaces, but when he sees Rebo, he's going to be better equipped for it, right?
Yeah, let's see. Spellspill and the Rooney in the southwest corner of the northern half of the map. They've got so that means fire is in Old Kasuto, wherever that is, and, bigger problem though, Varai, as you see the water tile there.
That's not a problem, that's a swimming pool.
This is not referring to the water tile specifically as Ty finally takes down Rebo. I just noticed the water tile as I was talking about something else. We've got a potential bit of an issue navigating this east, as Pickles has found sunken pea bag cave here. I'll see what this is first, and then I'll talk about what I noticed. Ty is gonna go leave P3 for the moment, it seems.
Star holding on to her secrets here.
Hammer for Pickles, that could be a fun find. But the thing I noticed, sorry, is that there was not a single pass-through cave on the northern side of that mountain range there for Pickles.
Oh, that's going to make it a little difficult to get to the south side. It could be that hammer actually unlocks that what I assumed was a connector cave, which could be the way to the bottom side of the east then.
Yeah, because this is one of the volcanoes without a northern exit. Calderas and volcanoes usually generate both at 2 exits, but sometimes they only generate 1. And it appears that we don't have a northern exit to our volcano today.
Yeah,
we have at least one pass-through cave on the northern side here that goes east-west, but that doesn't do us anything.
Yeah, I love segmented. It always, because you only technically need 3 connectors to reach 4 places, because you start on one of those 4 places, so you need 3 more to go to 3 other places. But when you have to use all 4, I do like those types of seeds. They could be a little bit longer, a little bit more of a troll, but it is nice to see when they pop up. You do get a chance to use all the connectors here, and today looks like it's going to be one of those days.
Yeah, Ty did find Bagu at some point, so he's going to finally make his way to the northwest corner. Pickles is going to go back to Spec Rock and get a medicine out of it. I guess that answers the question of where that is. Yeah,
it's going to be downstab and shield picked up for one quick dip into Mito for Pickles. Ty finding Rudo now, seeing that his fairy, he's going to get the hint that it's on the west and be like, it's in Medicine Cave. Or maybe not. He's got 2 other caves. He's got Pillar Pea Bag Cave and Medicine Cave, according to his tracker. So one of those 2, 50-50 for him.
Yep. Yeah, he's missing a magic jar from Pillar Pea Bag Cave, it looks like.
Pickles still without fairy, still without the key, knowing they're both west.
I think he's decided, having gotten locked out of the east, that he's going to go back, check this first, and then we'll see what he does after that. And
there it is.
That is the southern side of the east, yeah.
Nice. Well, here's the thing, as much as I'm giving Pickles a little bit of a ribbing here for not having the palace progression where Ty does, he does have a lot of information, and that hammer is quite useful right now, so he's got routing information all around right now. Oh, wait, we're missing the raft tile. No, how do we get to the maze?
Now it's going to be early to Continental Connector Cave. We've seen the bridge, the raft in both caves. Sorry, I've seen the bridge, the raft in one cave. Right.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so the other cave, maybe bottom half, could be in DM still. It could be also south half of the east.
Could be south half of the east, could be DM, we don't know which. Hammer is hard required, yes, Alan. It looks like it looks like as something broke on the restream end.
Wasn't me.
Sure. Anyway, while I try to I'll try to figure out what happened there, or at least it broke on the comms page for me. Okay, refresh fixed it. Yeah, the comms page just lost both streams for a second. It looks like the restream's fine. Momentary tech problem. Yes, hammer is required because our only way to the southern side of the east is by way of that hammer locked cave, it looks like. Or the directly hammer locked cave, not the indirectly locked hammer locked cave on the west, because there are technically 2.
Yeah, Pickles finally seeing
Purple Cave.
Yeah, I'm gonna get his magic key here.
He's gonna be happy to see that. And just Pickles seeing all 6 items on the west, sorry. Well, he's gonna be probably a little grumpy at the fact that this is not his boots. You're asking for islands without boots. You certainly got that, Mariah. These runners both like things.
Yeah, no, he knows it's not the boots because he's got the hint. He's also got it tracked on his tracker that is the key. But absolutely,
Also
yeah,
true.
I did get my wish that the boots gonna be buried somewhere.
Yeah.
Always nice to see. Always, I mean, at least it's just one biome that's an eastern biome. I mean, that's an islands biome. If they were both islands, then it starts to get a little much for the runners, I think. But I'm glad we're seeing some islands get good use here.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Pickles is just gonna head back to the south side of the east now, is what it looks like. I don't think he's gonna dig the western palaces just yet.
Yeah, that's certainly a choice. He's still got to go get Fairy, so maybe he's gonna go get Fairy and then go turn in for Downstab.
He's going in the wrong direction for Fairy.
Okay.
That's...
Yeah, I wasn't sure where he was.
He's near the cave to the south side of the east right now. Yeah, that.
Oh yeah, so he might just hit the south side of these. Maybe he just what else is down there? He's still got just
We're missing
Risen.
all 3 palaces. We're missing 2 palaces on the east.
Yeah,
we're missing Risen, which is either Risen or Water Tiles of Flute. We don't know what our last item on the east is for Overworld. We are missing Old Kasuto, though that's just fire, which is not particularly useful. Trophy picked up for Ty.
Yeah, I think I was just gonna say I think we're going back to Mito right now because he's tired of getting beat up, and he's got shield to pick up here as well, which is gonna allow him to survive a little bit longer. So, looking at levels here, something we haven't done: 4-3-4 for Pickles and 3-4-5 for Ty.
Karok disappears with a heart container. Okay, that's actually good info.
Yeah, we have no idea what's in 3 or 6 either.
Yeah, but that is a thing you could just ignore the item out of there, because yeah, like I would from our perspective right now, Pickles needs a glove from who knows where. He would like to find a pair of boots. We don't know they're hard required, but they sure would be nice. We need a glove. We would like boots, and we also need to just find our remaining 2 eastern palaces. We don't yet know if that flute's required, and if flute is on water tile with the required 3-eyed rock, that would be fun.
Yeah, we haven't gotten yeah, like you said, we're missing 1 palace on the east. I think we saw one right as we walked on to the south side of the east.
I don't think
just
so.
For a check.
We might have, yeah. So there's still 1 outstanding then.
I think Ty's also headed back to Rudo now to turn in this trophy, get himself the fairy spell, and maybe head into Death Mountain finally.
We'll see, yeah. We know Ty needs to find that raft tile to get off to get to the east, basically.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we don't know where our Maze Island connector is. It is a cave. I think we have I don't think we've seen the other quote-unquote the other boulder blocked cave in the west, the one that's just indirectly boulder blocked by accident due to the way the map generated. I don't think we've seen that one, so that might be our Maze Island connector.
No, we did. It was the other side of a pass-through, actually.
Okay, never mind. So, okay, we're good on that then. But so the other side, so the cave to Maze Island is going to be either somewhere on the south side of the east, or it's going to be in DM. And if it's in DM, that could be fun to dig.
Yeah, with Pickles having so much information, if it is in DM, and Ty goes back and does all this stuff that Pickles does, but also sticks to the overworld for a little bit longer, he'll have potentially more overworld knowledge. Just kind of depends on how fast Pickles is done with 3, 4, and 6, and how fast Ty is done with his chores as well.
Yeah, we know if Barbara wasn't too terrible to find, I don't know if Pickles will stick around for the item at this point, especially without a glove.
He's got he's got downstab. I didn't see him use it there though, but he must have just wanted the blue iron knuckle, and then just kind of push through.
Yeah.
There it is.
It looks like he is, 2 experience short of a level? I can't tell if that's an 8 or a 6.
Yeah, I think it was a 6. He's 2 now.
Okay.
I think the blue iron knuckles are worth 200 to 300. Again, little pixelated on Pickles' stream, but some kind of a big payout there from the blue one he had jackhammered through a moment ago.
Yeah. Oh, it takes a death to these enemies, though. Bunch of large enemies at once, hitting him a little too hard. Thunder is still uncastable 115, and that's really not a surprise at Magic 3.
It was castable at Magic 4, so it does come down. I did see Ty cast it in Medicine Cave when he first walked into the second screen. So it does come down at 4.
50 experience off the Red Iron Knuckle, I think that looked like. Don't mind Pickles' stream, his internet's a bit on the struggle bus today, so...
Yeah, Jump...
That is also why his stream quality is kind of terrible, is, again, internet issues.
Jump Fairy block here in 6. I don't think Ty saw this room. If he did, he wouldn't have been able to get through as early at the stage that he had seen it. So we'll see if this is the item off in this direction.
I don't know if this is glove or boots. This would be really big for Pickles.
Yeah, it would.
Ty's not going back to 6 anytime fast. Ty spent a good few minutes in here earlier, game overed a few times, then decided he was gonna need the item till later. Pickles isn't on that much better levels, but did manage to get through that room, so there's that.
Yeah, still got 1 life left. Out of resources, though. Ty gonna do 4, it looks like. We just know we know there's just a heart in here. So I don't think... Oh, he might know that. Well, he went through Mido to get downstab, but I don't know if he went into the house to get the hint.
It's not marked on his personal tracker, at least.
Okay. Oh, yeah, no, yeah, it's not. Right. So, depending on... I mean, it's entirely possible he just doesn't want the item as well. He might just be gambling that he's not going to do the items out of palaces, seeing as he didn't get anything out of 3 or 6. So he could just clear Karak and just kind of move forward at that point. He would be done with the West, technically, assuming we didn't need any palace items from here at all.
Yeah, we just don't know here as, I clears a fairy block, because, yeah, we need a glove, we might need a flute, we might need boots to get said a flute or a glove, we don't know. Yeah. We would like boots in any case to get around this West, so...
Item room in 6 here, we're about to find out. My money's on the candle.
Candle would be kind of weird.
Oh, okay.
Magic jar.
Yeah, so we'll see. Well,
it's not the candle, and it's not a pea bag, so it's not useless. But I don't think that's what Pickles wanted out of 6.
Probably not.
7 magic jars is quite a lot.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of where else. I don't know. I mean, I'm dying to know more about the overworld right now. Like, palaces at the moment are kind of boring. We got to get through here, sure, but like, I want to know if we actually need a flute, if we're actually going to need those boots. You know, I want to see that information. And Pickles almost gave it to us, but then he backed out of there, and he hasn't been back yet. He teased us.
And Ty on the side has not explored the for that raft, which is on the eastern end of the northern coast. So it would be nice to get there faster, but it's actually it's 1 pass-through cave to get there. It's not too bad. It's just that Ty hasn't done that yet. He knows he will have to at some point. I think he's seen enough of the West to know that's his only way off, basically.
Yeah.
Or at least either that or find a vanilla hammer to go check the boulder block cave, which he also needs to do, but though it's not a vanilla hammer.
Pickle's going to place this gem in 6 for just 425 experience here. Probably wanted a little bit more out of Barba, but didn't get it.
Yeah, I mean, 544 on getting his first gem isn't actually that bad, so just decides he doesn't want to spend the extra time. Karak located for Ty.
Yeah, I think when I saw Ty cast Reflect and swing his sword, this might have been the first confirmation of the Fire Reflect combo, so I saw a little look on his face, like he was like, okay, well, this is fire, so he knows that now as well.
Yeah. Fire is in Darunio, is in Darunio Old Casino, which is the one town we haven't found in the West and we could not care less about. I actually missed that Revo is completely 100% free. It is the first right in P3. Okay, game.
Yeah, we'll see if Pickles sticks around here.
That does explain why Ty didn't stick around. It's because Rebo's the first thing you see in here.
Yeah, he wants the power level. This is the punishing part of power leveling when it doesn't go right. You have the very early bosses that are not giving you enough experience to be able to push beyond those levels that you want to get to the higher payout. You can't push beyond to that point, and now you're stuck having to find more experience. Now, you could say it's not a big deal because Rebo's right next to start, but he's going to have to like walk it back every time, you know? Oh, there's another 300. Wow. Oh, I guess we saw that payout in 6 as well from the blues.
Yeah. We are also going to just go look for the item here for a minute for Pickles. Gonna get this pea bag.
And confirm he doesn't have the glove.
Yep.
There's the heart in 4. This will be Ty's first heart, so it's probably not a bad pickup, whereas for Pickles it would be his 7th heart, and probably going to just skip that.
Yeah, I don't think that Pickles will spend the, 30 seconds or whatever it is to carry over here for it.
Yeah, see, here it is. Pickles again, kind of looking around, not getting anything off these enemies. Is he just going to keep respawning? He's going to keep respawning these small enemies, hoping for a bag here. Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, I guess Ty didn't place the gem off of Karok. I think he was looking for more experience as well.
Looks like it. He wants a bit more than, whatever that his attack 4 is, I guess. Pickles is gonna walk it back to Rebo here. Should still have a life left. Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah, we'll see if Ty revisits 3 or 6 to get the items out of them. Probably best to just keep moving. You can always come back to 3 and 6 because they're kind of close to start, right?
Yeah, they are. He's also seen exactly nothing of P3, given that Rebo's the first right, and he's seen some amount of 6, but...
Yeah, he tried to go left in 3 originally, right off the... He tried to, break the meta and go left, but without downstab, he got a little beat up by the blue Iron Knuckle that was guarding the way, and so then he just turned around, went right, and saw Rebo, and finished off 3 and didn't see any more of it.
Yeah. Pickles is going to go back into 3 looking for the item here.
I think Ty is going to head to the bridge to go to DM at this point.
That is where he's going, yes. We know this is required to get to the east, because the northern side has got the hammer to get to the southern side, because this game is fun.
Is he going to see it right there? He does see it. Is he just going to take it?
Points his finger at the screen and decides yes he is.
Yeah, so he's going to get his hammer up on the top side as well. He's going to see a heart off the desert. He's going to see a heart in the basement. He'll be matched up with Pickles in terms of heart containers at that point. Here's our item in 3.
Yep.
The candle.
That's a whammy for Pickles. He also is 56 experience short until he gets bopped by an enemy that stole some experience but gave 100 back. He's good.
Yeah, that means he's not going to power level anymore, really. Maybe he'll have a chance to, but taking that life level is going to push the next life level up into somewhere like 1500 or something like that. So may or may not have the opportunity to do so. Sorry.
Yeah, you're good. Hammer picked up for Ty. Pickles is heading south, and is going to go back to P4 with this. Well, he's going to find out. That's not anywhere. That's not a way to go anywhere.
Yeah, so at this point, Pickles knows just finish 4, don't need the item. He's got the hint for the heart being in there. And, or, no, maybe we're checking. Was he just resetting encounter? He might have just been resetting encounters. Okay.
Might have been, yeah. By finding Darunia, which has the spell and down tab for him. We don't know where the child is. Don't have a hint for it.
This wasn't too bad of a 4 for Ty. It was a little bit of a walk, though. I think there's kind of a linear path to an elevator that eventually leads to Karok. That kind of probably describes most palaces, but regardless, I think we'll find the boss before we find... Well, I guess not. We've got 2 lefts at start, so I guess it's possible to make a few gambles here.
Yeah.
Oh! Okay. The fairy block, that Pickles did not go back and turn in the trophy for fairy, did he? Or the tracker says it's not on there, but...
I don't think he walked back to Rudo, because I remember Ty going through the fairy block. I don't remember if the fairy block was required.
Yeah, he went that way, and I don't know if it's required because there's, again, there's another... it's a multi-junction elevator where Karok is, so it's possible that we could loop around there.
Yeah. Yeah, that is no fairy on Pickles' spell menu. Ty is on inside of the east, so let's jump down here for him. $50 for
Doom Knockers. Total scam there.
Yeah, that's really not worth it.
It's a tough room here without fairy. We'll see if Pickles can manage it here. I think he's going, oh, God. Spoke too soon.
Oh, yeah, you kind of jinxed it for him.
He might just thunder his way through here this next time. He tried to get him before he took the dip, but it wasn't fast enough.
Thunder costing 84 here at Magic 4, which takes out 6 bars and change, but is... Well, 5 bars and change, sorry, but is castable.
Alright, so I think we're going to get a final check on this town here. This is New Kasuto for Ty. Oh, there's the other side of the fairy block. Okay, so fairy block not required, but potentially small shortcut.
Looks like it. Ty's gonna pick up the heart out of here and get life spell.
Did we see?
Go ahead.
I was gonna ask, did we go for the child hint? I didn't know. I didn't see if we went further than the upstat pickup on Ty's side.
It's not marked on his personal tracker. I don't remember seeing it either, but I also think was paying more attention to P4 at that point, so I don't know.
Oh, he is going to grab life. Okay. Might not be a bad play. Could be a 3 to 5 refill. Could be a 1 to 2 as well, though, so...
Yeah, we don't know.
Oh, I think Pickles is about to find Karok here. Yeah, there it is. Okay.
Yep.
Very not required.
No, fairly decent P4. Pickles knows it's a heart container in here. He didn't find the item room, he doesn't care at this point. Speaking of hearts, there's Ty's 7th.
The look of disappointment.
Yeah, I think Ty's also currently trying to figure out how to get to the southern, get to the crater, which, sorry Ty, that doesn't exist on this one.
Yeah, we'll see if he has seen, and if so remembers, that pseudo boulder blocked path there that will be the answer, oddly enough.
The actual boulder blocked cave is the answer. The oops boulder block cave is not, I think, is what it was. Because the boulder is sitting on the right outside the entrance to a cave. That one's your way to the south side. The boulder is also just oh so conveniently blocking the way to the bridge to a different cave, which we don't need a pass through.
Oh, he is going to get the power level here.
Yeah, gonna pick up the attack 7 for Pickles.
Alright, so Ty going back to DM with the hammer. Gonna check, probably Spec Rock, same as Pickles did. It's going to be the medicine, which isn't a bad pickup, but I don't know if we're headed back into... It would be a double dip and a Mito for Ty at this point. I'm not sure we're going back to start for shield just yet.
I think he's probably gonna go check his boulder block caves at this point. He's already cleared all 3 palaces on the west. He's got those items out of the place. I don't think it's quite worth it.
Oh, Ty might have known that the medicine was in DM because he went in there without it. He probably checked for the medicine hint. I just don't remember if he up and ate out of the downstab basement or not. I assume he probably went in for the hint, and he would know it's a 50-50 on DM then on what is underneath each section. Oh, there's Hammer Cave.
Oh, Hammer Cave, which he is not checking. Okay.
Yeah, he's looking around for another possible connector here. He knows that last cave's missing to the maze. Or, I'm sorry, no, he's got two caves. Two caves, maze and... I
think Pickle's just sanity checking his west for a second before heading back to the south side of the east, which we're going to get our first proper look at here. That is indeed a palace and Risen Peaback Cave here, just north of that connector cave.
All right, so flute in here or flute in Spell Tower.
Flute could also be that water tile.
Oh, yeah.
That's a 1 and 3. That's for Ty, and their item here for Pickles is going to be our boots.
So, had he just gone into the first cave when he first teased the south side here on his stream, had he gone into the first cave, that west would have been so much easier to route for him.
This is probably Pickles feels a little bad about this one, yeah. Wow, I could have gotten this like 20 minutes ago. That would have been nice.
It's so funny because this happened in a previous race. I think it happened in Swiss where he had a raft.
Is this palace actually hard boots locked, by the way, there north of that cave by a couple of lakes in weird places? Because it kind of looked like it. Pickles, you also... I guess he's getting Fire Reflect because it's cheap and quick. I totally missed what Ty just did here on his side. Magic Jar and Hammer Cave, it looks like. Okay. And Pickles is going to head over to this palace, which is hard boots locked. Funny game. It is a very conveniently placed lake there for the laughs game. Okay, hard boots required. Sure. This is going to be the one of 1, 2, 5 or GP are all missing right now. 3 of them are here on the east, 1 of them's in Maze Island. And verdict is that's P. That is here. Palace 5. Gonna head straight in. Here, take a look.
Go Fairy Block immediately. Still no fairy pickup.
Yeah. Pickles can at least go get fairy significantly faster with those boots. Rather than going through the backside of Fairy Cave.
Ty's still looking around DM for a connector here. I don't... Well, we don't know if it's in DM or not, right? We don't know if the Maze Cave is there. We still haven't seen all of this area, although this could be... Nope.
Yeah, GP here is down here, and Parapassers too, not much of a newer we care too much about, I think. Yeah, Pickle's just gonna go pick up the fairy now. Hey, Merc's reading for the party of 18. Welcome in. Thanks for the raid. 18, 16 raid. We are 51 minutes and change into a Zelda 2 randomizer tournament race here. Pickles is actually going to go to the... I'm not sure where Pickles is going. I was going to say, because Rudo's in the northwest corner and he's not going there right now. We are 51 minutes in. Map Rand is randoming us a bit today. Islands west with a hard required boots on the volcanic east, actually, because of a conveniently placed lake. And we haven't found our connection to Maze Island yet. Ty's trying to find it and is not having any luck right now here, mate. Death Mountain.
Yeah, I'm not sure that it's here.
I'm not sure it's on the east side either, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
We've seen a pretty good amount of the southern side now for Pickles. I don't think we've seen the northwest corner of the south side, and that's about it. We know the northeast corner's got a hard boots locked P5, and
wow.
Oh, there it is. Just really wacky corner of the... I'm just sitting in the middle. That is not a great spot for Ty there. But he did find it's the big thing. Now he's got to go through this maze island the really slow way without boots, which will make it much easier for Pickles to get to that palace.
Bathroom break.
Yep, that's a pee break for Ty. Pickles has picked up Fairy and is going to make absolutely sure he hasn't missed a cave out in the middle of someplace with Maze Island on it. Looks like he hasn't.
Yeah, this is pretty big for Ty. Having this information, whereas Pickles, I guess he'll have that information sort of soonish. Once he clears out the rest of the east.
So much of the east to clear, yeah. He's going to double check the western side of the map. Hey, Tutor raiding with a party of 7. Welcome in. Thanks to the raid as well, Tutor. Oh, there's a cave hidden in the southwest corner, which is we know to be nothing, but Tails is going to go check that. I think it's a pass-through cave from further on the other side. Okay, yeah. Pickles should now know he has to go to the Emperor's Connector Cave. He has seen all of the east.
Yeah, so Palace 1 and 2 between Death Valley and the maze here. Oh, can we... I think we could walk a different way from the cave that we walked in on.
I hope so for Ty, otherwise he's boots locked out of here. It's a very healthy Sea Tutor. They're getting rather map rendered, though. Very annoying islands west of not hard boots locked. Ty's gonna walk it the really slow way back to the cave. Boots are on the east, the southern side of the east, of the volcanic east, which you have to go around most of the western continent to get to DM, to get to to get to the northern side of the east, to get your hammer, to go back to the west, to get to the southern side of the east, to get your boots, to go navigate the west easier, and to navigate this maze island easier as Ty gets a 1-up, and it looks like is not a hard boots locked palace, I think. Just really annoying to get to.
No, yeah, it is going to be available.
Yeah, so Pickles is going to save time on Ty by having boots to get here significantly faster than Ty did.
If he's still missing the glove, though, by then, it's going to be where we're running out of spots for this glove can be.
We are, as we find... Okay, P2 for Ty and P1 for Pickles just a second later here.
Invulnerable blue Lizalfos, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying. I was gonna take a look and see if he can't find the second item here in the maze.
Pickles, oh, he's gonna be able to save it? He can, okay.
Yep, Fairy costs 40 at Magic 4. Doesn't care too much about that with 7 drivers of Magic. This is not a sub-Eric Seed Tutor. This has been a fairly terrible overworld for both our runners. And
Item room.
Oh, hey, this could be big for Pickles.
There's a glove block. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say there's a glove block upstairs. I don't know if there's any other way to go.
I don't know either. Cross, though, is not going to help much with anything.
So if that's the glove block, then that means Ty potentially on the right route here. Oh, looks like we might have another way to go in this one. I guess so. We're coming back in? We're not coming back in? Yeah.
Pickle's thinking about it, but that is him out of here as Ty finds the other item. Alright, where are you? Yeah, I was gonna say, Pickles, I think you don't have anything else to do on the south side of the east. That's a pea bag for Ty. So, our outstanding item locations. We know there's a flute on the east. We don't know which specific check that is. It's also irrelevant because River Devil doesn't exist and Red Rock doesn't exist. But flute is either water tile or Nukasuda spell tower. If it's the water tile, the other item is potential for a glove. Spells in Darunia, which we don't have the child hint, but our only other item checks are the item out of P2 and the item out of P5. Pickles doesn't know that yet because he hasn't found Hammer Cave, which I think he might look for while he also tries to find his Maze Island connector. Also, did anyone catch why Ty... where is Ty right now in Maze Island? I guess is the question right now, because I don't...
He's trying to go back to the palace.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure if he'd gone in there yet.
So, yeah, we need the glove to get through Palace 1. Could still be in P5. Do we have a hint that Guma sits on something?
We do not have a hint according to my notes or our runner's personal trackers, so I would say no.
Yeah,
it could be in P5. It could be in here in P2 for Ty. It could be our water tile. It could be our spell tower. And if it's a spell tower, that means P2 or P5 is the child to get it. Pickle's looking for the items here in Maze Island.
That was a pretty fast maze find here.
Yeah, he's been in here a little bit. The Maze Island connector is like in the middle of the map, so it's not too hard to get to, I guess. Pickles is being fairly thorough. I think one of the items was down here somewhere on the south side. Yeah, that. And the other one's northwest of the palace, I want to say.
Item room in 2.
Is this our glove? There's not much any places left for it, so yay!
Yeah, so that's good for Ty, but Pickle's gonna have that soon enough. Has the boots that make the west pretty easy to navigate. Ty still needs to find his way to the south side of the east, unfortunately. Not impossible to come back from this, but I would say Ty's definitely down a little bit here.
Yeah, Ty just needs to go back and check that one hammerlock cave on the west is what he needs to do. He knows it exists, he just hasn't gone back and checked it. And Ty's probably unwilling to obey given he doesn't have those boots that are immediately accessible on the southern side of the east.
Yeah. Is this going to be... Oh, it's that quick of a 2. Okay.
That is a pretty quick 2, yeah. Pretty quick helmet head on attack 4 here.
Pickle's also learning we've got invulnerable blue Lizalfos.
Yep. Was hoping for a bit of experience and just got instead. I guess that's true for Ty. He'll probably update no point walking back through DM. True, so hopefully that'll send him to go check the west for that hammerlocked cave. Because he needs his way to the south side of the east. Ty knows he needs a cave, he just doesn't know where that cave is. So he knows he's running out of places for it, since he's checked a pretty good amount of DM. Tutor, as far as why Pickles didn't go into P2, I think he was worried about the glove block there.
Yeah, after having already seen a glove block at 1. And he saw a glove fairy block in 5, but hasn't been beyond that room just yet. Ty is going to be turning in the medicine for shield here. I guess he doesn't like the... I think we just got a confirmation that it was 2 bars of health for healing with the life spell, so probably going to be grabbing this as a result.
Looks like it, yeah. Pickles now into P2.
Yeah, I don't know if there was much what's the word I'm looking for? If there were many junctions to pick from here, much choice to be had. I think we're going to find the glove and boss pretty quickly for Pickles as well.
Yeah, looks like it. Looks like it. Unfortunately, he has to make yet another trip across the bridges of this island's west because no boots.
Yeah, so I lied as Pickle showed us a 4-way there. So there is some possible. I don't know which way Ty took it that 4-way, so I don't know if Pickles is on the same route. Okay,
I
he
did
is.
not keep track. Okay, yep. Let's see. Ty is recombing the west potentially a bit here. The Hammer Block Cave is not hard to find, it's just out in the middle of things. He just needs to go check it whenever he walks past it. I think it's...
It's going to be right down here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think it's south of here.
So he'll see that. He'll be able to actually do... Yeah, Ty actually has Pals 2 done, so he's going to be able to do 1-5 in GP on the south side of the east. He won't have to do anything else. So regardless whether he gets those boots or not, we're done. Like, his route actually leads him right to the spot where GP is going to be. And he sees that boulder block cave now. He's going to check that. He'll be able to do 5. Well, I guess you do need the boots to get to 5 at the minimum, but he won't be coming back to the west for anything at this point. So
that is true as well, yes. 5 is hard boots block because the game's funny, but the boots are also right here, so he's fine.
Yeah, Ty's in go mode right now, so it's... I wonder if he'll check the item cave. He probably is not going to check it right now until he sees this water block.
He's seen that boots block in about 3 seconds, yep. Although he might not realize that his pals is there just yet. You can see it from the southern side. It's just a little finicky. I don't think it's been on screen for him, but he'll figure it out soon enough. It's not hard to figure out that that's there, given there's not really that much on the southern side of the east here. Oh, whoops, thanks for the pointing out, Alan. Not sure why that didn't update fixing.
Oh, he is going to check this. Okay, that's good. That's good. He needs these boots.
I think he realized he needs the boots for that lake, and he would be correct.
All right, well, Pickles is done as well. He's just got to make it back. He's going to get out of this section and then just walk back to the raft and be to the south side and do 1 and 5. And we're going to be very close to each other here as Ty may actually be technically kind of taking the lead here, as he's going to walk into one of these palaces before Pickles does, it looks like, potentially.
Yeah, Pickles is going to be, I think, just a smidge behind. They'll probably both go into P5 first, but it doesn't particularly matter if they do that versus the Valley of Death P1 first.
Yeah, I use lead very loosely here. Oh, Pickles still has to get upstab out of Darunia, so the little time spent here, it does give Ty the slight advantage.
Yeah, I forgot that. Ty has now located P5, staring at the screen for a minute of a... Wait, what am I looking at?
Yeah, we'll see how deep how deep Guma... Oh, we're getting a water tile check as well here.
I mean, I guess you're right here for Pickles, who's gonna pick it. He doesn't need it.
Child went swimming today.
Yeah, which means that locks spell tower for... that looks spell and the Runia for the Flute and Nuka Pseudo spell tower, which they could not care less of.
Yeah, if this is a really fast 5, Ty is going to be able to maintain this lead, I would imagine, going into P1. If it's not a fast 5 and it's kind of a nightmare scenario with a bunch of nonsense, then it's kind of anyone's game at that point. We've got attack 7 on Pickles versus attack 5 on Ty. Both runners have shield. Ty does have life as well. A little bit of a heal on Guma may be helpful. But
Ty also has an extra heart container.
Yeah, that's true. Shield, of course, doubling your effective health. So 7 containers turns into 14 containers at that point if you're shielding at full health.
Yeah. If we see the item in here, I believe that is a heart container as well, just as a side note.
Okay, quick 5.
Alright, that's Guma.
Yeah, Pickle's probably going to be doing exactly the same thing here. He's got to get back down there, though. Is he going over to Nuka Suitor to check Spell Tower? No, because he didn't pick up the kit for spell. So he's just making his way back to the raft tile, I imagine, here.
I mean, there's nowhere else he'd be going right now, so...
That was a lot of walking, though. I would imagine we'd probably just up and aing and just walking straight back to that cave with the boots would have been a little bit faster than this, perhaps. But now it's too late. He might as well just walk it back.
At this point, yeah.
Wait. Oh, was that not Gooma's room? Did we all get trolled?
I guess so, because I look away and Ty is going someplace else. Never mind. Whoops.
Normally in that same type of room, there's a flying enemy. Did we not see the flying enemy right away? There should be a Moa or a...
Chances there was a Moa. Okay, thanks. Chat was paying a bit more attention than us. I think we both assumed, that's Gooma, and ignored. Probably forgot about it.
Okay, so not a fast 5, unless Gooma's up here. Okay.
And he is.
Well, now Pickles might be able to save a little bit of time not getting trolled by that room there, and is going to check the top of the... Unless it was a different elevator that looked the same. I don't know. We'll find out here.
I was not paying sufficient attention to know.
It's going to be a quick Gooma regardless, even at attack 5.
Yeah. Just needs to not get hit here. There we go.
Oh, so Ty saw the fake out boss room that we all got trolled by. Then he backed up and tried to non-meta it by going left, but ended up in the same troll boss room, which was of course fake, and then went to the top of the elevator and ended up in Gooma's room. Did he just kind of luck out on that? Maybe? Sorry, I was going by what chat was saying there.
I'm not quite sure, to be honest with you.
Not sure. Yeah, either way, it worked out for Ty there. Oh, Pickles going left.
Ooh, this could be a bit of an issue for Pickles.
Yeah, we might be seeing a game 3 tonight, folks. If this lead just holds at this point, Ty is going to be first into 1. Doesn't know the glove lock exists, but he'll see the item room on that elevator. He'll have no other way to go. Might check it anyway because another heart, another magic container, maybe wants that. Might feel behind though. Skips. It'll just be a cross. And then he'll be through the glove block, and depending on where Horsehead is after that, P1 going to be a very small palace. He's likely going to be into GP a few minutes before Pickles is.
Yeah, especially because Pickles seems to have found a decent amount of rooms on this left. That is not where Ty went. I was going to say earlier that Pickles looked to be about a fast P5 behind Ty. Unfortunately, he's more like a long P5 behind Ty, given that he took the different routes.
This is why these lefts are always a little hard to take. I mean, sometimes you watch runners do it, and I sometimes gamble left, not too often though, but sometimes you gamble left and you get the answer and it feels good. Other times you gamble left and it's a bunch of nothing, and it's like, just go right. That's a dead end there.
Yeah, alright, that's not bad. But yeah, like this is one of those cases where it's just costing Pickles time he doesn't have to lose.
Now, that wasn't too punishing because he's going to just go right. He'll see the elevator, and it's very likely that Gooma's at the top of that elevator that Ty was at. And so not too much time spent. Ty did spend an extra minute or so in there just doing what he did before seeing Gooma. But yeah, it is going to be a little bit longer for Pickles.
And a little bit is more than nothing, given that he's already a bit behind, so...
All right, Ty not going to check the item room and is just going to push left through the glove block. This is an elevator room coming up. Could just be a multi-level elevator that would lead right to Horsehead. It is not. Yeah, we're going to have a few more rooms in P1 here. But if it's linear, then, doesn't really matter. P1's not a big palace anyway, so linear or not, no one's going to spend too much time in here. Okay, we're walking into Horsehead's room on Ty's side. That is a Horsehead that is dead. We're going to the top of the elevator here for Pickles. He's going to see right up here is Gooma's room. He'll be about a palace and a Death Valley walk in and out behind Ty into GP here.
Yep.
And there it is. Gooma's down for Pickles. Yeah, this is obviously not in the bag for Ty just yet. This could be, this GP could be full of nonsense. It could be very straightforward. If it's very straightforward, then Ty does have this. If it's full of nonsense, then really it does end up kind of anyone's game. But Ty will, either way, Ty will have several minutes head start into GP here. So if there is nonsense, he will see it first. He will have knowledge of routing ahead of Pickles. Pickles would, at that point, probably have to just kind of gamble and God route the palace. Still a big advantage for Ty, even if it's full of nonsense. So here we go. Just shy of 73 minutes, we were walking into GP on Ty's side. Divergence, or choice immediately here, but we're going to just go right. Birds, okay. And another choice to make. 2 lefts in the palace so far. Nice jumps from Ty there. Just slides right in between the fire and right over the bird. Makes it look easy. In this very bright pink palace, which I'm sure is very easy on the eyes.
Yeah, very easy not, although we had a couple of fairly colorful palaces, a couple purple ones. P2 was a rather bright blue. P4 was kind of salmon colored. It doesn't help that the background is also pink.
Ty also, his shield color is pink, so he is camouflaged in with it all when he casts shield.
Yes, he is.
All right, back into P1 for Pickles, this time with the glove.
P1 also not exactly a easy on the eyes color here, rather purple. Ty's gonna just cast jump to get over this bird here.
Yeah, we could just go low on this guy here. All right, so just holding right gets us into a few rooms of linearity here. Pickles knows he needs to go up and over, go through this glove block. Well, glad we picked up Fairy on... well, I say glad we picked up Fairy for Pickles, but then again, we don't know if this is actually the way to go in GP here. But it is something that's...
central a bit for Pickles.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, it does deplete our resources a little bit on our way to what could potentially be a Thunderbird fight at the bottom of this elevator. Oof. Wow. Ty, the look on Ty's face here. We've got 3 rights he's picking at the 3 junctions he's seen so far. 3 lefts remain. Oh, we might have looped around here.
Yeah, looks like we might have.
Yo ho ho.
Yes.
50-50 on one of our lefts here as we walk into Horsehead's room on Pickles' side.
Horsehead goes down in just a couple hits there on attack 7, unsurprisingly. Probably gonna be 7. This is gonna be life fate. I'm just gonna get out of here.
Looks like it's just over 2 hearts to body a bird there. 2 hits from the bird's body directly. Just over 4 hearts of damage there. Almost 4.5.
Yep.
Still hurting pretty bad at life 7. Unshielded, of course.
Yeah. Pickles up A-ing, deciding that it's faster to go back from start, which I guess with boots isn't that bad compared to going out of the Valley of Death.
I considered that myself in all of this. I did think that maybe you could just walk back to that cave a little bit quicker than getting through Death Valley.
It's probably close since it is a bit of a walk on the west, but
So I don't think we looped here. No, this is another GP. This is what we call a GP item room because it looks like a community item room. Obviously, there's no items in GP, but it just resembles that look. So I thought we looped around, but we didn't. It's just a copy, just a duplicate room.
Yeah. And GP for Pickles, 117.16.
Yeah,
69 Thunder at Magic 7, by the way, I think that was. Our down stab block here from this direction.
Pickles taking an immediate left here. Maybe the right path. Looking like just
I feel like behind, yeah.
Just under 4 minutes, about 3.5 minutes between them entering the GP. Yeah, Ty had other options as well, so he's gone right and right. Although there were several options, lefts and downs as well. So we'll see if anything loops around.
Yeah, there's going to be some loops for dead ends eventually.
A GP with loops and dead ends? What? Never. We're holding hard left on Pickles' side, though.
He is. He and Ty going to different copies of this particular elevator room.
Yeah, Ty is unfortunately looped around, so he's going to go left here. Oh, they were back-to-back. So Ty's going to be actually a room behind Pickles at this moment.
He is actually, yes, because that was loop into and then into the elevator that Pickles just in a second to go from left from start.
Yes. So if this is nothing, then Ty has information on what the right path actually is, whereas Pickles doesn't so far.
But if this is the correct way, this could be good for Pickles.
Yeah.
Spicy Chicken doing tie-in, and he is also down a life compared to Pickles now. Pickles isn't exactly high on health right now either. A quick room here. No chicken though, so that's nice. No chicken yet.
Oh boy.
And that is the right way! T-Bird has been found here.
Well, Ty about a room behind here.
Yep. Pickles, a little low on health, just got 2 bars of health, but it does have a Thundercast, so you might as well give T-Bird a go, see if you can do it without taking too many hits. And Pickles all of a sudden is potentially about a T-Bird fight. Half a T-Bird fight ahead right now, putting things.
Yeah, this T-Bird fight's going to go a little bit faster for Pickles because of that attack 7.
And does get it down without taking a single hit. Very nice.
All right, so where's Darklink at this point? If it's just linear, Pickles potentially taking this one. We may not get a game 3. Out. Oh, wow.
Okay, that's it then. Pickles feeling behind taking the left and is going to take game 2 here.
Well, he can't take... I guess he could take a few hits.
He's got 2 lives left.
He's shielded, okay.
Yeah, he's also shielded. He's got 2 lives left as well.
Ty gonna walk into this room as Pickles duns here.
Pretty much, because that is GG's to Pickles. 120-36.
Wow. Yeah, we see it from our perspective. Ty doesn't know. Well, he'll soon find out in the post-race interview. I'm sure he'll jump in here with us in a few minutes here. But yeah, that about 3.5 minute lead in finding the 2 loops that are nothing. Hard left the answer to Thunderbird and then immediate Darklink afterward. Not going to get that game 3 here tonight, folks. But Pickle's going to be moving on to the semifinals and going up against Chroma in the next round.
Yep. And there it is. GG's to Ty. Finishing up as a parry. Don't see that much. 120-121. Hey, nice number.
Also giving us the Dark Fairy there, picking up the Triforce.
Yep. 45-second difference at the end. Thank you for doing the math since I was lazy on it. Now we're gonna get both runners in for an interview here in just a sec. As we are joined by both runners. GG's, guys.
Oh, GG.
GG.
Seed.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it back. I have a feeling I was probably way behind in heading into GP, and my big gamble probably paid off.
I don't know, man. If you watch it back, just scrub ahead like 15 minutes and completely gloss over the first like 20 minutes I spent in P6, please.
Yeah, Ty went into P6 early hoping for boots or something, I guess, and game over it a few times, found Barba, and ended up having to bail. The item in there was a magic jar, by the way. Ty Pickles did get that.
Yeah, I mean,
no. After I had
you
played
had
a few times, I'm like 3 or 6 has the candle and garbage, so I'm never going back.
yeah, I feel like every decision I made until GP, I like, oh hey, here's the other cave to the bottom half of the east. Let me go ahead and see if I can't find that other, because I knew there was the trophy cave still out there. Like, oh, I'll go find that first, and then I end up doing palaces, and then right next door to the connector is the boots. I'm like, really?
Yeah, I was going to say, that would be a.
It's like,
It's
oh
like
man.
when we saw that, we're like, "Oh goodness, you could have gotten there because you found that like 30 minutes in or something, the
Oh
south side
yeah,
of the east,
I didn't find them for a good
and
another.
then you just didn't get the foods that first
Yeah,
trip. You got them like 20 minutes later, and it's like that would have been nice a lot earlier because that island's west was not the nicest."
yeah.
Yeah, and then Maze Island, finding that, I was like, this is dumb.
Oh goodness, boots helped Pickles a little getting around because we were like, this looks gross without the boots."
Yeah, once I actually went looking for Maze Island, I feel like I found that pretty quick, but I was already, several palaces down and had the boots.
Gotcha. Yeah, boots were my go mode.
Yeah, Ty did the southern
Oh
side of the
wow.
east all in one trip. He got there, saw that very funny place lake, and found boots right next to it. And that was it.
So yeah, it sounds like we routed this one very, very differently. Would be fun to watch back.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, my glove was my go mode.
That makes sense.
After double dip, going to I knew new P1 was in Valley of Death, so I'm like, while I'm over here, I'll just go knock that out real quick. Maybe the glove's in there. Yeah. Yep. Nope. Get all the way in there and pretty quick glove block. Like, that's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, because what was it? Ty didn't get off the west for quite a while, Pickles, in part because he spent a lot of time in P6. Whereas you went went to the northern side of the east earlier, and then did your western palaces afterwards. Although you also just took a while to pick up that fairy spell, Pickles, which didn't help matters.
I forgot about it.
Whoops, we figured.
And then I'm like, well, and then I couldn't remember exact. Like, I had written down that it was somewhere in the southwestish of the west, and I'm like, well, maybe I'll find the boots. And then, that took a while.
Yeah.
Let me jump in here real fast. Ty, you stumbled upon that magic key in Trophy Cave almost immediately. That was your first item, I think, and that's what kind of gave you access to palaces and probably why you started digging things a little earlier. You did 3 and 6 without downstab. And Pickles, you then saw the hint for magic key in the west, Ada Saria. That's where you got Thunder from. And Ty, you went through 4. There was a fairy block in 4 for you, but Pickles, having seen that without fairy, walked around a different way. I say that, but I think you looped around at some point and then realized that the fairy block was not required. And then Pickles saw both sides of that as well, confirmed that as well, and then made it to Karok anyway. What happened was that he was in 5 early, still without the fairy spell or the glove, and there's that glove fairy block right at the beginning of 5, kicked him out of there, went into 1, kicked him out of 1 because of the glove block. That pushed him to Maze Island at that point. And so, it was Pickles had the exploration advantage overall, but the tease to the south side of the east, why do you do this to us, Pickles? You did this in a previous race. I was trying to talk about it a little bit earlier, where you had a race where you had a raft and you refused. You saw the raft tile on the south side of an east as well. You refused to check the raft. Yeah.
That was a as I hit up A, I'm like, oh crap, I have the raft.
Yeah, that was calling back to that race there. Whichever one, I think there was sometime in Swiss is what happened there. But yeah, Ty, you were down 3, 4, 6. You had down. You had gems placed, but still hadn't really dug into DM when we knew the raft was very visible. Did not take you long to find it either. You saw it, you pointed it at the screen, you went into the caves, you hit the raft, it took you to the top side of the east, and you got stuff up there, got the hammer, came back for the rock, same as Pickles. Pickles did have the medicine as well as jump before going back in the meadow, only had to do it once. You did have to double dip it. These are just little things that we always call out, just to, especially in comms as well. And regardless, you had life, which was only 2 bars, I think. Then you went in for shield later. Were you always going to pick up shield, or was it because life was only 2 bars?
Life was 1 bar.
Oh, 1 bar.
That's why I picked it up, yeah.
Okay, that makes perfect sense.
I've been getting bodied by Blue Iron Knuckles all day. I'm not going into GP without cross and without life, or without shield.
Yeah, that makes sense. You then ultimately ended up just kind of stumbling upon a better route, even though you had to do all of maze without the boots, and you pretty much full cleared that maze. You walked the one way and then had to walk all the way back to the cave where the branch existed, and then walked the other way. Pickles just, strolled down the river with no problem with his boots, and you full cleared that thing. Then it went into 2, showed us glove into helmet head. Then you were to the side. Then did you see that boulder blocked cave early on?
Yeah.
And okay, so you did have the read on that. Okay, perfect. So then you hit that. You saw the south side of the east and cleared all of that, having the glove, having the fairy, being in go mode again, like you say, boots go mode to get into 5. And then you had, this is what's, you were just in GP and we just finished this one. And so you did have about a 3.5 minute lead into GP there, and seeing a left and a right at start, taking the right, seeing a left and right next, taking the right, seeing another left and right, being a loop into itself, then going left at start, and seeing the left and right in the T-junction taking it to the right to the same duplicate room, taking it right, looping back around to the bottom side of that second duplicate room. That's when Pickles was up and left in that first version of the room, and you were about a room behind him, took a death in the spicy chicken. That set you back about a room and a half at that point. Then Pickles showed us Thunderbird first, and the rest is ultimately history. But yeah, he gambled hard left in there, and that's how that went down.
That's right.
Yeah. I felt so far behind. I'm like, I am going anti Matthew McConaughey. All left. And
sometimes
it paid off.
Yeah, we were saying that if Pickles would because you were in the lead in that particular route there, headed left, if that was going to be a dead end, Ty would see that as well then, and then Ty would know there's only 1 left remaining to take at that point. He would have the knowledge on the correct path if that current path wasn't correct, but ultimately it was. And so we were never able to see down that last left direction that was in GP. But regardless, GG's to both of you. Fun bootsless Western Islands biome today. I was hoping for some sort of bootsless shenanigans. I said River Canyon, but I'll take a bootsless islands as well. So yeah, GG to both of you tonight. And but Ty, I like to do this at the end of this year. Ty, you're going home. There's some potato salad in the fridge you can take with you. But
Joke's
other
on you,
than
I'm
that,
already home.
How do we feel? We made it to quarterfinals. We made it to quarterfinals in the standard tournament. You've been here for just over a year, I think. You joined last year's standard. You were in Max Rando earlier this year. You're in this year's standard. How are we feeling now, just over a year, about 14 months, 15 months or so into Z2R at this point?
Feeling groovy, man. It's a fun rando, and like hanging out, like getting to play people like Pickles, like Patrick. In the last round, like Shaddy to start it out. So life is good, man. I'm a happy guy.
All right. I will have to accept that answer as it is given. And Pickles, What is happening here, man? You're dominating. I'm going to again give a spoiler alert for anyone who's watching FFR tournament. Catch up. You dominate in the FFR tournament. That's your hometown is FFR, but you come
That
over
it
to
is.
Z2R that you've been dabbling in for who knows how many years now, many more than me, and now you're pushing into the semifinals, one of the last four standing in this standard tournament here, going up against Chroma. How are we feeling about performance up to this point so far, and how are we feeling about Chroma as an opponent?
I feel like Chroma and I kind of have the similar problems where we tend to have that one thing every seed. So I'm just hoping his is worse than mine.
That's possible. It's rando gonna
Yeah.
rando sometimes. But
Yeah, we'll see
always
how it
fun.
goes.
yeah, other than that, GG's to both of you again. And that's it for me.
Cool.
Yeah,
Excellent.
GG's. That is it for me here as well. Let's see. So please do give both of our runners a follow here, Pickles and Tyvarius, as well as my co-Kamarai. And thank you to JLo as well for doing the tracking tonight. Let's see. Coming up ahead on the CSR schedule, we'll ignore the entry for Game 3, as that is evidently not happening. Unfortunately, Pickles, I have and strategy tie here. We do have currently on CSR main, we've got an Ocarina of Time Randomizers tournament, Standard Tournament Season 7 qualifier, number 12, that is ongoing. We also have it that just started just a few minutes ago. We've got ourselves a match from the Zelda 200% All Keys tournament. The boss spot losers bracket round 4 match between Just and Light. We'll be reading over them shortly. Tomorrow we've got a collection of Tears of the Kingdom any percent tournament matches at varying hours of the day and into the night. And then currently there's no Z2R matches on schedule, and I'm sure that'll get updated with as those get booked for both the NIT and the standard tournament. And then they've also got Grand Finals from Winter Randomizer Season 6 tournament on Saturday. Or Winter Randomizer, not one. That's any. Then we've got more Tears of the Kingdom, 90% matches, and other stuff besides. But until then, that's going to be it here for us tonight. Thank you for watching, all. We're going to see you all next time.